I'm going to Greece tomorrow and I was starting to pack, and then I thought it would be kind of a nice idea to make a little bit of a different video from what I usually do and show you all the things that I'm planning to take to Greece. I'm going with my mom and we're going to spend 2 weeks in the Greek islands. It's a spring trip, so it's almost May now and it's not going to be as hot and sunny as it would be if it were like a summer trip. Like I need at the same time very summer things because I think in the during the day it's probably going to be kind of hot and sunny, and then I also need to just keep myself warm. I'm taking my escape sweater. That's one thing that I'm sure about. This sweater is probably the thing that I wear the most, that I've been wearing the most, because I've made it in November. It was my first time designing a sweater and it was my first time working cables. Loved making that sweater and I didn't think that I would wear it as much as I do. I need to get one of those razor things because it's starting to peel a little bit, but honestly, compared to how much I've been wearing it, like I have two of those sweaters. I have this one and then the other one is olive green, like an olive green color. Every time it gets chilly, I'm wearing one of those two. So I've been wearing them almost every single day since November. I wish I could take both with me, but I need to, like, it takes too much space in my suitcase. So I'm gonna take the gray one, I think. I think this trip is gonna be 2 weeks of going on walks and going to the beach. That's basically all we're gonna do. It's just beaches and walks and eating Greek salad. I think that's the whole idea behind the trip. So I'm gonna be able to work a little bit there too. One thing that I really love about knitting and crocheting and doing that as a job is that I can take my things anywhere. Like I can go and work anywhere in the world and I can design and create the pieces even if I'm like on the beach. So that's something, that's why I decided to do that kind of job, because before that I wanted to become a ceramist, like to do ceramics and stuff, and I started doing that. But then I realized that I had to have a studio and be stuck, kind of stuck somewhere. I just really didn't want to. That's why I changed, and I actually realized that I loved designing clothes more than I loved making ceramics, even though I feel like once I have my house, like now I'm at my parents' house still, but once I have my own house, I would love to make like my own plates and stuff, like my own mugs and my own plates, but just not doing it as a job. Anyway, that's not the subject of this video. I have my beauty bags, so this one is the last one that I made. It has almost everything inside right now, so all my products are inside except for shampoo, because I'm not taking my shampoo. My mom is taking a shampoo that we're gonna both use, but it's almost like kind of full, but I have all of my stuff in here. I feel like if I had to take also like shampoo and like a big thing of soap, I would probably need another one. This one is completely empty right now, but I'm thinking that maybe I could take it. It was the first one that I made, so those are crochet beauty bags that I made because I actually didn't have a beauty bag because I had so much trouble finding beauty bags that I loved, and I was traveling with all my stuff in a plastic bag. I wanted to have a beauty bag, but every time I was looking for one, I couldn't find one that I loved. That was the first one that I made. That's the second one that I just made last week, and I really want to take this one. But I'm thinking that maybe I should take also this one and put like my underwear in. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Just use this one as a underwear bag. And then I have my mini version of the beauty bag. I have my sunscreen and my lip gloss in this one. I used to have a crochet beach bag that I made last year, and I don't know why I don't have it anymore. I feel like I frogged it, but I don't know why I would have frogged it. Like, I don't remember. It was the same yarn as the yarn that I used for my, like, this little bag. It's like a yellow paper yarn thing. And I used my beach bag all last year, and I kind of remember frogging it, but I don't know why I did it, because I don't see anything else made with that yarn like around. So maybe I used it to make something that I offered to someone. I don't remember. I'm gonna use like a tote bag to go to the beach this time, and then when I come back, hopefully I'm gonna order more yarn and remake that bag. Probably gonna make the exact same one in yellow too. That bag, that tiny little bag, I think I'm gonna take, but I'm not really sure. It's just that I want a bag that I can fit my book inside, because I just got Lena Dunham's memoir. Girls is actually my favorite TV show of all time. I think it's the funniest, most like smartest TV show that I've ever seen. I've never found anything that I like more yet. I'm really excited to actually see if I also like the way she writes, like if I like to read something from her. I've been trying to avoid all the gossip that I started seeing online. I'm kind of excited. I didn't think it would be that big. I guess she has a lot of things to say. I want to take a bag that I can fit this book into. So I think I'm gonna take my snuggle bag. It fits perfectly. I'm also taking my little camera. I got this one from my stepmom. She used to have it in the 2000s, I think. This is very precious to me, and I got Fujifilm 200 because it's going to be sunny, so 200 is the right film, I think. It's basically going to be a trip about all the things that I love to do, like staying on the beach, reading, and taking photos, and just knitting and crocheting too. I have all this yarn that I'm. Do I talk about the yarn now or no? I'm gonna finish all the things that are actually done, and then I'm gonna talk about the yarn. So I also have a lot of kind of bikini things. I've made a few last year, and I've made some, like the cream one, I made it 2 weeks ago, and the other ones I made them last year. I heard so many times that things that you crocheted, when you put them in the water, then they just get kind of bleh. But honestly, I feel like they're kind of okay, even though they're made in double crochet, like US term double crochet, so they're not like the tightest things, but I've been using them all last summer, and I'm just planning to use them again, and I don't think they're gonna turn that soggy. If it starts to get a little bit weird, then I block them again properly, like I put them in place, and it's just kind of okay, I think. It's fun because it doesn't take that long to make, and it's also doesn't take that much yarn, so that's also what I like to make when I have a little bit of leftover from other projects. Those are also made in the same yarn. I've been using Lina by Sundays Garn for the past few weeks, and I used that yarn last year too. I just love that yarn so much, and I love all the colors that they have, so I cannot stop making things in that yarn. I also have my tank top that I made recently. I washed it yesterday because I've been wearing it a lot, like too much. I've been wearing it too much. I need to make more because it's really extremely comfortable. I love that top, and I want to make more. So I'm taking this one, and I'm thinking about making a new one in this raspberry color. I just ordered this yarn exactly to make that because I've also made shorts in navy blue, and I feel like shorts in navy blue with like a tank top in raspberry would be really nice. Then I'm taking my top, like this top that I have on. I had made last year one in this color. I don't know where it went. And I had exactly enough yarn to make another one in this gray, like dark gray yarn that I had. I made it in a day, I think. Like it took me a few hours to make. This is a top that I like to wear when it's very sunny because it feels like wearing nothing. Sometimes the lace things, they just kind of get tangled together when you put it on, and it takes a few minutes to put on, but once it's on, it's just so comfortable and so nice. I feel like it's a very, very nice top. So this one I'm definitely taking, and it's also the kind of top that I also go in the water with, and then it's just dry. It just dries on me, and it's really, really nice. I know that I'm not gonna be able to take all that yarn with me, so I just received that order, and now I don't really know what I want to take with me. I don't know. I'm really not sure because so I have this yarn that I want to make a top with. Then I have the almond one that I feel like I want to make another pair of shorts with. I like the silhouette of the the shorts and the tank top together, and I feel like if I make a bunch of different colors, then I'm gonna be able to mix and match everything, and it's gonna be fun because all those colors go really well together. Then I got a lot of this yellow, it's called Soft Sunlight, the color. I got that much yarn because I wanted to make the tank top in a dress version. That's what I had in mind, but now I kind of also want to have a set of the tank top and shorts in this yellow. I'm gonna be on a holiday with my mom, and I don't really want to work that much during my trip. I want to be able to focus on enjoying my trip with her and not having to plan like a pattern. I want to do something that's kind of really easy and chill and not have to think about anything at all. So maybe I'll just do the tank top and the shorts because I've already made them. I have my pattern made and I just have to follow my pattern. I don't know how much space I'm gonna have, and depending on the space that I have, I'm gonna take more yarn. But I might sacrifice some clothes to put more yarn. Usually when I travel, almost like half my suitcase is just yarn. Guess you'll just have to see what I come up with. I think I'm gonna take my camera and film my trip to Greece. So that's probably gonna be my next video in 2 weeks when I come back from my trip. I actually need to go pack now. So I'll see you. Bye.